Hey, hey, happy Wine Wednesday. I hope you're having a fabulous day. So, today we're going to do a quick little live and talk to you about pairing wine with chocolate and just in time for Valentine's Day. So, if you enjoy chocolate, let us know what kind of chocolates that you enjoy, and we can kind of maybe give you some ideas of what wines will go with that. So, if you don't know who we are, I am Tiara, aka T, your wine diva. I am a co-founder of Basic Wino, and I rep for an awesome sauce winery, and we love to pair people with their perfect wines. I see that someone likes dark chocolate. I see someone said hello. I don't know why, but like when we're inside the group, it doesn't give me the group name. So I'll pull up on my phone so I can actually like shout out who your actual name is. But yes, so I'm Tiara, and then this lovely lady is Kay, and you can go ahead and introduce yourself while I pull up the live on my phone.
So basically, I'm Kay. I don't have a snazzy introduction like T, but T calls me the Psalm Mom. I got two kids, and they drive me to drink. And I'm a sommelier, so I get to drink wine for a living, and
Yeah.
all that good
All
stuff.
right. Cool. Hello, Christine. So, one thing I wanted to let you guys know before we get like all deep down into this good stuff is that we actually have made this group public. So now if you see any sort of content that you really enjoy inside Basic Wino, you now have the opportunity to send it out to your friends. Sharing is caring, and of course, inviting friends into the group so we can have more fun and more wine sharing awesomeness would be the best. So let's get down to it. Like we'll start with talking about, since Chrissy says she likes dark chocolate, let's talk about what pairs well with dark chocolate. So dark chocolate tends to have a very bitter flavor profile, and that is all of the like, was it riboflavin? I don't know, whatever the scientific word is that makes dark chocolate good for you, and the antioxidants and all that good stuff. But with that bitterness, you want to kind of balance that out with something a little bit sweeter. So I personally enjoy doing port with my. Oh, hi Matt, that's so cute.
He doesn't know that I'm live, so
Oh,
we're
so
talking
much.
about Valentine's Day and chocolate and pairing. So
You gotta have a little love on Valentine's Day. I love it. Anyways, but
that's
yeah, so I prefer to do port with my dark chocolate just to balance out that bitterness. I'm not a huge dark chocolate fan, so the like sweetness and then like that fortified awesomeness of port kind of helps smooth it all out and makes just a lovely yumminess all up in my mouth. What do you think, Kay?
I mean, I personally love dark chocolate, so one of my favorite pairings is dark chocolate and any red wine.
Anyway.
I think it goes well with everything. But like you were saying, it's really good to match flavors like with intensity. So dark chocolate's pretty intense, so you want to go with something that is really intense, and port is perfect for that. And it also lets you know too that because it is a fortified wine and it has some of that good stuff in there. It'll also pair really well with like things like whiskey or um brandy or a bourbon and stuff
Ooh.
like that. So you can get a little crazy and if you want to, and go for the hard stuff if wine isn't your thing.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. So let's take like a step back and do talk about milk chocolate, which I love, especially if you get a really good one that's like made with like cream. So it's like half cacao, half cream, and it's just like all that ooey gooey like richness. Which I still think that port goes well. I still think that like pretty much like Kay was saying for the dark chocolate, I think any red wine really goes well with milk chocolate, but I just love milk chocolate and I love red wine. So if it makes you happy, then like put it together. If you're looking for something that you might not have tried before, maybe like going with like a Lambrusco would be nice. You could even go with like say like a muscat to go with the milk chocolate. What are your thoughts?
I mean, one of my favorite things to do with milk chocolate is Merlot. So I feel like a lot of
Mm,
people don't like Merlot anymore
I love
because
Merlot.
they've watched horrible movies.
I
I'm
still
not
haven't
really
seen
a
that
fan of.
movie just because of that.
I'm totally sitting on somebody's phone right now, keeping it all nice and warm for them. But
Yes.
basically, I love Merlot and milk chocolate. That's my favorite pairing, and I used to be one of those people who hated Merlot, and then I had it with milk chocolate, and I was like, well, what?
Mm. That's perfect. So if you don't like Merlot, get some milk chocolate, see how that works out. Another thing is like white chocolate. I love white chocolate. Like white chocolate macadamia nut cookies are my absolute favorite in case anyone wants to make me cookies. And one thing, fun fact, white chocolate's technically not chocolate because it doesn't have cacao in it, but it still has that same similar like flavor profile and that melty, ooey gooey awesomeness in your mouth, and that will go well with you. Since it's so sweet, it is the sweetest of the chocolates. You could go, I think, either way. You can, amplify that sweetness and go with something like a Moscato, Riesling, or you can go like red wine and kind of go for the balance act and do like a Pinot Noir or a Beaujolais, or port again, because it's amazing. And we're talking about Valentine's Day, so it's definitely a special occasion. So it's definitely a great time to pull out that port if you need an excuse to like enjoy it.
I agree with all of that. So
Perfect. And now I'm sure you guys might be thinking about like, well, what about, Valentine's Day is that like time of year where we get chocolates that are like an assortment, but they're also like mixed with different like things like caramel and all that good stuff. And I think that's a great opportunity to just like play around. Chocolate, I agree with Kay that like red wine and chocolate are perfect together. So I would start there and then just see what other flavors that you can kind of really enhance or compare. So like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna have chocolate covered strawberries, what wine do you have on hand that has like some strawberry notes that you can put and complement them with? I also like rosé, like a sparkling rosé with some chocolate covered strawberries, because rosé tends to have some berry notes in there, and it's just like a fun bubbly just awesomeness in your mouth. And then it's Valentine's Day, so rosé, it's pink and the bubbles go to your brain faster, it takes the alcohol to your brain faster. So there's all sorts of fun things that could just happen around all of that.
yeah, like babies.
And that's how babies are made. Ooh, who said that? Jenny said she's pulling out the champagne. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, champagne with chocolate covered strawberries.
Yes,
It's
honey.
cliche, but it's on point.
Mm-hmm.
So
So if any guys are trying to figure out what they're gonna do for their girls for Valentine's Day, I say a bouquet of roses versus a bouquet of roses is definitely what I would prefer.
yeah, bouquet of rosé.
Yes, like if Jay rolled up with like a case
of rosé.
like a case of rosé, he's like, "Here, babe, happy Valentine's Day," and I'm like, "Yes, please, that's what I want."
Right, that's perfect.
Yeah. Mm. So does anyone have any questions about pairing wine with chocolate? I mean, I think it's a time to have fun. I do love like semi-sweet reds with chocolate. I think that's kind of like a perfect, easy like pairing. If you're just like, all right, I know that this wine has a touch of sweetness and it's red, I think it'll go with any of those chocolates. I think that's going to be your best bet. But yeah.
So that means turning here probably towards the end of the tasting, the end of the live, and I gotta go do a tasting now. So.
Yes, Girl Scout cookie tasting. So if you guys have any questions, definitely drop them below. Like I said, this is going to be a very quick live. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what have been your favorite pairings. Let us know. Let us know what you're doing for Valentine's Day and throw that in there. And if you love this information, you know anyone that would really enjoy it, please send this out. Sharing is caring, and have a great night. Love you lots.
Bye.
Bye.